This is both a plan with me and a testing session. Hi everybody, today I will be planning out the week of Monday, March 18th through Sunday, March 24th in my Erin Condren horizontal neutral planner. I have these washi tapes that came in the seasonal surprise box and I love the colors of them, but I'm worried they're not going to stick well. I'm having this feeling. So I wanted to test them this week, and what better way to test them than in my planner. That way I can put them down and have them in for a whole week and get an idea of it. So I got these, and then I have this Erin Condren paper tape that has like the hearts, and it has the same colors as the washi's in this ring, so I thought that would be fun. And then I grabbed a couple of others from my collection that match. So let's just get right into the situation. So I'm gonna take this and run it along the bottom and the top, I think. You don't really need to cover things up with whiteout when you're using the Erin Condren washi tape because it's more like crispy papery. It's not translucent the way that other washi tapes are, so it won't show through. But I like to cover it up because the washi tape does not completely cover the top part, and there's something about any of this sticking out that really bugs me. And I want to cover these flags up. I'm gonna grab my Krissyanne Designs flags that I use for this purpose. I'm gonna use some of these darker teal flags. I think they match really nicely. I was hoping to use a color I don't use as often, but that's the one that calls to me. She'd be like, Kristen, just send me a pile of teal and green flags because those are the only ones that I actually use. It's not true. I do use the other ones. I just don't use them anywhere near as often. But it's amazing how adding just a little bit of, because I mean, this color, the greens kind of match, but like, you add a little bit of color here and it's amazing how it ties everything together. It's one of my favorite things to do to this planner spread to kind of make it feel a little bit more cohesive. Normally I do some washi tape stacking. I really don't feel like doing that right now. But what I am gonna do is take these guys and kind of rainbow my way down the boxes. We're gonna see just how well they stick and how well they tear. So this was in the Erin Condren springtime seasonal surprise box, the one with the umbrella. I did a video, a live stream on Instagram. I don't remember if I saved it or not. I don't fucking know how to do that shit. I don't do Instagram lives very often. Ooh, I like how that looks. I wasn't sure when I was doing it if it was gonna be worth the effort, but now that it's done, I'm really liking that. They laid down pretty well. You'll notice I pulled a bunch of extra off with each one as I was lining it up, and that's because it was kind of crispy and I wanted to make sure that it sort of sat down nicely, and so I had to sacrifice some of it to kind of get it at like a nice flat angle. So I have no idea if it's gonna peel up or not. We shall see. I don't know if this is good to write on. It doesn't feel like it unless you use like a permanent marker. So we'll see how it, like if it peels back up the way some Erin Condren stickers do. I don't know if I'm gonna do this like rainbow style or if I'm just gonna use a variation of rainbow colors. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really wanna do like a, you know, like the red, orange, yellow situation. That's not really what I'm gearing towards right now. Start with Monday. I've got my list of things that are going on this week as I usually do. A patron post to get up. I need to film my bullet journal video and I have a deadline at church to send in some information for our newsletter. So I got my Krissyanne Designs stickers for the patron post and my deadline, a Once More with Love Munchkin for my filming of the Bujo, and then I used this bigger Coffee Monsters Co. podcast sticker and this lettering because I have a collaboration that I did with the Planner Lifestyle podcast. If you haven't listened yet on her podcast, I am on it from last week, so you can go there. And then for my podcast, The Uncurated Life, my interview with her goes live today. So, well, the day this is going live. I'm actually filming this on a different day. But to the day this goes live, you should be able to go. Both of those podcasts will be linked down below in the comments. All right, both of those podcasts will be linked down below in the description. So I'm going to leave that otherwise for now. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go put in for my blood pressure and my meal plan and my weather. I'm gonna do that now. I am all over the place right now. Discombobulated. bobulated. I said come. I've gotten a lot of questions recently for both Plan As You Go and on my Instagram from, I guess, maybe people who just haven't seen it before or new people who have found me or whatever, as to why I track my blood pressure on my planner daily and like at all. I figured I'd answer that. I don't answer it all the time. It's kind of like answering the question of what is the thing you cut washi with? It's an Artist Loft angled palette knife that I got from Michaels. But there are certain questions I get a lot that I'm not always good at remembering to answer because I just assume people know the answer, but then if they knew the answer, they wouldn't be asking the question. So that's just me, you know, being a jackass. The reason I track my blood pressure is that I have polycystic kidney disease and I am in late stage 4 of kidney disease. There is not a lot I can do about my kidney disease except control my blood pressure. There is a link between, they don't know exactly why, but there is a link between high blood pressure and my kidney function. The higher my blood pressure goes, the worse my kidney function gets. The worse my kidney function gets, the higher my blood pressure goes. I can't do anything about my kidney function, but I can affect my blood pressure, and I'm heavily medicated for it. I track it every day because we need to check and see if there's ever a time where it seems to start getting out of control again, so we can take immediate action as opposed to finding out at my 3-month appointment that it's suddenly gone up. Part of the problem when you have kidney disease in general, and for me especially because my dad died from an aneurysm, is that the higher my blood pressure gets, the more at risk for stroke I am. I don't want to have a stroke. My dad died when he was 40 from one, so that's why I track my blood pressure. Hashtag the more you know. There is my weather and my meal plan through Thursday. I do the rest of it on Thursday for the rest of the week. Okay, moving to Tuesday. I have a Patreon Facebook Live and I have to text my kid. They have a project due on Wednesday. They're at their dad's house and I promised them I would follow up with them to make sure that they have gotten through it okay and that they're just in the final stages. And those are the only 2 things I have on Tuesday right now. Tuesday's probably gonna be a filming day for me, just saying. So I'm probably gonna put that on too. I'm not filling everything in completely though. I plan as I go. That's why I did Plan As You Go month last month, where I show how I do this every day. That doesn't change when I don't do Plan As You Go month. I still only put in what I need to. Although, hint, hint, Plan As You Go month may be coming sooner than you think it is. Subscribe so you can pay attention. It seems to be an exclamation point heavy kind of plan with me so far. So I use these Krissyanne Designs stickers for these 2 items and then I just lettered in film. Wednesday I have no appointments whatsoever. So I looked at my power sheets and I thought, okay, if I had a full day where my husband worked in the evening and my kids are at their dad's house, what exactly should I be doing with that day? And there is a project that keeps getting moved from month to month that doesn't get worked on. It has to do with some email stuff. I've been referring to it as email work. And I feel like I need to block off a chunk of this day for that project and just get it fucking done. I love coloring in the desk on these Once More with Love workspace munchkins because then you basically just color coordinate it to whatever color you're using. And look, I used up a sheet of stickers. One other thing I probably should do on this day, because I haven't done it yet and it needs to be somewhere, is I need to pick out the hymns and the readings and such for my sermon that I'm giving at the beginning of April. And I just use this little thinking munchkin from Once More with Love. All right, so that's where we're at so far. Moving to Thursday, unlike Wednesday, Thursday I have some stuff happening. I have a phone call in the morning, I have a patron post, and I need to meal plan. This is a sticker from Krissyanne Designs with my lettering on it. Once more, you know the shops. Okay, so Friday I have a couple of work things to do for the next week, getting my inbox to 0, scheduling the following week. I need to go to the grocery store because, as you're gonna see, Saturday and Sunday are both super busy. On top of that, Katie needs to fill out a W-9. That's right, my oldest child is filling out their first W-9 because they're helping out with childcare and getting paid for it at my church on Sunday. I feel old. some of you know, and some of you don't, that the reason I do like big chunks here, like I made this grocery shopping so big, I utilize size in my horizontal to help me prioritize what tasks and things need to take the most time. I know that my grocery shopping usually takes at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. The reason being is that either I go out of town to Costco and to Winco, or I stay in town and go to a center that has Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Target, and I go to all three of those. And it takes a certain amount of time to get enough food for the week for my family, including my 13-year-old who's a bottomless pit. So by putting this in a big enough space, that means I don't have as much space to add more things, because I'm not going to have time to add more things. This is going to take up a big chunk of my day, and I need to reflect that in my planner. So that's why I utilize size. The fancy lettering is a bonus. We're into the weekend, and this weekend is going to be a little wackadoodle. So Saturday, I have a pre-Go Wild meetup in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'm volunteering at a mattress sale for the band, the school band. Fundraiser. I might be trying to pick up new mattresses for my kids, depending on what the prices are like. And then my husband is likely going to be having to wash sheets that day because I won't be home for it. And those are going to take up a big chunk of the day. So I'm going to have those kind of in this area and then add the wash sheets and the chores on this, because while I'm at the meetup, unless Katie is playing all day, I'm not really sure if Katie will be or not. We're not really sure about that yet, so we'll see. But for definitely sure, we are going to be washing sheets that day, because that's what we do on Saturdays. It's how we roll in this household. I've got this Make Planner Besties. It's actually a leftover from one of last year's Go Wild kits from Krissyanne Designs with my lettering. And then I just used a music munchkin. Sunday. There's a lot happening. Kay's working in childcare at church all day. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. and then I have a hangout with my patrons. And then I'm doing a live plan with me. So this is your heads up. Next Sunday, the 24th, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, I will be doing a live plan with me here on the channel. I'm using another one of these little heart stickers from Krissyanne Designs because I really love them. So I've got 2 on this spread. And I have this crying munchkin because, you know, my kid has babysat before, but this is the first like official paid job that where like, you're getting like paid with like by a company or whatever. And then another Krissyanne Design sticker and a wine sticker for my patron hangout. So that gives you kind of the overview of my week. The last thing I need to do is put something in this box for inspiration for the week. Dude, this washi tape kept splitting. I wasted basically this much of it. It looks good though, I'm glad I did it. I don't like that. I thought that was gonna be cute. That's not as cute as I thought it was gonna be. This is ridiculous. All right, so I finally just busted out a permanent marker. Remember with a Nerd Steve and then done is better than perfect. And the reason I put that is because there's a couple projects, especially this one, that I have been continually procrastinating on because I'm worried it's not going to be good enough. But at this point, I should just finish it. I can always make it better later. So that is my week. I hope that you enjoyed, that you got something out of this, that you understood a little bit better how I plan, why I plan. Is there a project that you've been working on, or a task or a chore or something that you just keep procrastinating on and that you probably should just do it and get it over with because done is better than perfect? Let me know in the comments so we can commiserate with each other. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.